Hello and welcome to Traverse City West's fall choral performances. We're so blessed to be able to work with our kids every day in face-to-face learning. That having been said, we've done a great deal of practice following the Colorado study guidelines, keeping students 6 feet apart, having them wear masks, only singing a half hour per rehearsal period. And we rehearse for an hour, so a lot of the other time has been spent studying the music more intently. And you'll see some of the presentations that the kids are making today based on that study. We hope that you really enjoy this different format and keep singing.
White Horses, composed by Gwyneth Walker, utilizes the text from the E. E. Cummings poem, After All White Horses Are in Bed. Walker chose to include 5 lines of this poem into her choral arrangement, based off of the solo song, Though Love Be a Day.
White Horses is a love song dating back to the time of the troubadours. Troubadours are poet-musicians, often knightly in rank, which flourished from the 11th to the 13th century, mainly in the southern part of France and northwestern Italy.
The objective of the composer, Gwyneth Walker, was to create vivid imagery to transport the audience, using phrases such as touch lightly my eyes in order to enhance the delicate romantic nature of the song.
Composer Ralph Vaughan Williams was born in the United Kingdom village of Down Ampney, whose population is about 650 people. In the 1900s, he traveled the countryside, noting hymns and carols for later generations to enjoy.
Williams composed music from the late 1800s until his death in 1958. He wrote many songs for choirs and orchestras in a variety of genres.
Ralph Williams composed Lyndon Lee along with many other masterpieces of all varieties, including ballets, operas, symphonies, choral pieces, hymns, film scores, and several other forms of arrangements. Lyndon Lee was composed in 1901 and arranged by Julius Harrison.
These exquisite words were written by 19th century poet William Barnes and set to music by Ralph Vaughan Williams. I recorded this song many years ago and will never tire singing it, says Ralph Vaughan Williams.
Not only does this SSA arrangement have a beautiful moving line heard throughout the piece, the woodsy romantic appreciation for nature sets the mood for a personal journey that the text reflects throughout the piece.
Randall Thompson was a choral composer who lived from 1899 to 1984 and was a professor at Harvard University while he was working on his compositions.
Randall Thompson would go on a family vacation every year to Maine, where he learned to play an old parlor reed piano. He used this instrument in teachings from Ernest Bloch to write some of his earliest pieces in 1915 and 1916.
Randall Thompson was known as the Dean of American Choral Composers. He wrote in the 20th century and composed his pieces in a neoclassical style.
The poem The Pastures was originally written by Robert Frost. The text describes a farmer going out to clean for spring and his hesitation to leave his love behind. The poem represents moving towards the future and bringing loved ones along on the journey.
Frostiana, 7 Country Songs, is a 7-movement choral piece based on the text of a set of 7 of Robert Frost's poems, including The Pasture.
The mood of The Pasture is inviting, uplifting, and relaxing to the listener. The theme of the piece is rebirth, and it shows up throughout the song.
Gwyneth Walker, Randall Thompson, and William Barnes all studied music extensively, traveling often while writing their music. And although the author of Bobby Shafto is unknown, we do know that Robert Shafto was a member of British Parliament in the 1700s that used this song as his jingle for his campaign.
While the American piece White Horses is a smoother, sweeter song, the British piece Bobby Shafto has a much faster rhythmic sound.
There are many similarities between the two poetic stories of Bobby Shafto and White Horses, but the major connection we found was in the middle and end sections of each piece. Bobby Shafto is an English folk song and nursery rhyme originally derived from his own British Parliament election campaign.
While the lyrics of Bobby Shafto repeat throughout the song, the jingle's lightheartedness and upbeat rhythm is nothing less of enrapturing to the listener.
Bobby Shafto's gone to sea, silver buckles at his knee. Bobby Shafto's gone to sea, silver buckles at his knee. You come back and marry me, Bobby Shafto.
Bobby Shafto's gone to sea, silver buckles at his knee. You come back and marry me, Bobby Shafto.
Bobby Shafto's back to Jack, rolling down his yellow hair. He's waiting forever, man, Bobby Shafto.
Bobby Shafto's bright and fair, holding down his yellow hair. He's waiting forever, man, Bobby Shafto. Bobby Shafto's tall and slim, he's always dressed so neat and trim. The ladies, they all cheek at him, Bobby Shafto. Bobby Shafto's tall and slim, he's always dressed so neat and trim. The ladies, they all keep at him, Bobby Shafto.
Bobby Shafto's still up barefoot together in his arm, and on his knee. Bobby Shafto loves me. Bobby Shafto's
still up barefoot
Our first piece is Non Nobis Domine. This piece is an old Christian hymn written in the 1500s. The Latin text is translated, Non nobis Domine, non nobis. Not to us, Lord, not to us. Sed nomini tuo da gloriam. But to thy name give the glory. We hope you enjoy this round as you listen to the sweet, swaying melody.
Our small ensemble piece is called Sing to Me, composed by Andrea Ramsey. Singing alto, we have Shaylin Roseland, Riley Brown, Allison Sheets, Mia Silveri, and me, Annabelle Gray. Singing soprano, we have Amari Rosenberg, Katie Gracie, Avery Vershey, Marlon Jackson, and Anastasia Campbell.
This song's talking about how even through bad times, there's always a light on the other side of the tunnel. In one of the lyrics, it says, "And though winter is round about me, there are bright summers and springs yet to be."
This song is being sung to anyone who needs a little bit of hope. Sing to me.
Beauty and brightness of life,
Hi, our small ensemble is singing Hold Fast to Dreams by Langston Hughes and Susan LeVar.
Singing alto, we have Ainsley Beelman, Lily Abel, Emma Briggs, and me, Lily LeFay.
Singing soprano 2, we have Erin Ranger and me, Addison Mann.
And singing soprano 1, we have Avery Pettinato, Yvonne St. Croix, and me, Maya Mullen.
Our song is written to anyone who feels like they're losing their dreams. As the line says, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly, or as we've interpreted it, without dreams, life has no value, so it is important to stay true to yourself and follow your dreams.
singing I Am Becoming by Linda Kashelmeyer.
On soprano 1, we have Chloe Schrader, Abby Thupper, and Tessa Roloff. On soprano 2, we have Jada Stewart and Emily Mahalski. And on alto, we have Annika Bushbaker, Hannah Erickson, Zahira Dudstead, Ella Maloney, and myself, Piper D.
This song is about self-growth and acceptance. We hope it inspires you to be okay with who you are at any point in your life.
Our next selection is Hello Girls. The song is arranged by Lloyd Fouch. Hello Girls is talking about how you should never marry a good-for-nothing boy. Fa la la.
Oh,
For the want of a nail, the shoe was lost.
For the want of a shoe, the horse was lost. For the want of a horse, the knight was lost.
For the want of a knight, the battle was lost.
For the want of a battle, the kingdom was lost.
So a kingdom was lost.
All for the want of a nail.
This proverb has been passed down in many variations over the centuries. It describes a situation when the failure to predict or correct a minor issue escalates into a major issue.
Benjamin Franklin thought so much of the lesson that he included a version of the rhyme in his book, Poor Richard's Almanac.
We are reminded that the simple procedures we follow each day, wearing a mask, sanitizing our hands, remaining 6 feet from others, help to prevent a much larger issue, the spread of COVID-19.
This selection is titled Mariam Matrem Virginem. It is composed by Michael McGlynn
This song is about the Virgin Mary and worshiping all the good she did. From the phrase Ave peccatorum miserere, we are asking for her forgiveness of sins. Thank you and enjoy this 4-part a cappella piece with soloists Morgan Holt and Bella Williford.
Dance on My Heart by Alan Kepke. Singing soprano 1 is Lauren, Jasmine, and Lillian. Singing soprano 2 is Sierra, Katie, and Marissa. And on the alto part is Veronica, Jaden, and Abby. This song was written and composed in the early 1990s and tells the story of a young maid trying to find her one to marry.
Once you had some gentlemen asked a fair young maid a question. What must we do to win your hand and gain your kind affection? One said he was stronger by far than any other man I should meet. Also being braver than most, and please marry me. I'm adoringly sweet. Then said the other, what if I gave you diamonds and pearls? Would you be my bride? I can
This small group selection is written and composed by Vijay Singh. It details the story of a boy named Johnny that all women adore. However, when they ask for his love in return, he rejects them and says no. Our singers are Danae Knoll, Catherine Brown, Janie Selecki, Peyton Fewens, Anna Elmquist, Ava Keller, and Morgan Holt in Johnny Said No.
Johnny said no, Johnny said no, Johnny said no. Johnny said no, Johnny said no, Johnny said no. Johnny said no, Johnny said no, Johnny said Johnny said Johnny said no, Johnny said no, Johnny said no. Johnny said no, 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 Johnny said no. Johnny was a handsome boy who lived beyond the river. In the spring he'd come to town and catch the young girls' eyes. When the girls would talk to him, young Johnny's voice would quiver. The shy and nervous tone, and all the girls would sigh. Johnny said, 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 Johnny said no, Johnny said no. Johnny said no, 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 Johnny said no. Johnny, will you dare to be and take me to the hayride? I'll be true to only you, and you'll be true to me. When the moon shines on the glen, I want you there by my side. Johnny, don't you understand? Your wife I want to be. Johnny said no, Johnny said, Johnny said no, Johnny said no. Oh, Johnny, Johnny dear, Johnny dear. All the girls in town will cry the day I bury Johnny. I'll pat my eyes and softly sigh and wait for his reply. Johnny said no, Johnny said no, Johnny said, Johnny said, Johnny said no, Johnny said no, Johnny said no. Johnny said no, 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 Johnny said no. Johnny said no, 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 Johnny said no. Johnny said, Johnny said, Johnny said no, Johnny said no, Johnny said, Johnny said
This small group selection was arranged by Stephen Porter. This song tells the classic story of the three blind mice. Listen to the words and they will tell the story of what happened. On alto, we have Lexi Breton, Kylie Cutler, and Ruby Quartz. On soprano 2, we have Sydney Kane, Ada Moss, and Ashley Chevy. And on soprano 1, we have Bella Williford. This is the Mouse Madrigal.
Once long ago, on a bright sunny day, lived a mouse. They were free, well free. Anyway, they lived on a farm with a son that was run by a man and his wife. Three jolly mice, three jolly mice. See how they run, see how they run. One man thought was when she touched the top of one that lifted. She was seized to sight to like a try my mice. Poor little mouse.
conclude Belcanto's performance, we will be singing Never One Thing by Big Rapids native Mayella Earlwine and arrangement by Corey Brown. This 2017 folk tune is about breaking barriers and defying society's standards for women. It embraces the contrast between gentle and strong that lives within all of us, implying that we don't need to have boundaries and we can be whoever we want to be. This empowering selection includes soloists Morgan Holt, Sydney Kane, Ada Moss, Marissa Culbertson, Lexi Grattan, and Janie Selecki. Please enjoy Never One Thing.
I'm the underbelly, I'm the claw, never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace, I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I'm the truth, I'm the light, I'm the ground, I'm the sky, I'm the silence, I'm the cold, never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the underbelly, I'm the claw, never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm a street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace, I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I am cold, I'm defeat, I am broken, I'm weak, I am grace, I'm wrong, never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the underbelly, I'm the call, never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace, I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I'm the beggar, I'm the queen, I'm the end, I'm the means, I'm the hammer, I'm the wall, never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the underbelly, I'm the claw, never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace, I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I'm the cross, I'm the prophet, I'm the cross, I'm the salve, I'm the stain, never know, never one thing. I'm the underbelly, I'm the claw, never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace, I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee. I'm the swan, I'm the bull, I'm the fawn, I'm the woman, I'm the ring, I'm my own, never one thing. I'm the underbelly, I'm the claw, never one thing, no, not one thing at all. I'm the street fighter, I'm a prayer for peace, I'm a holy roller, I'm a honeybee.
Ta Tiki Te is the second movement of the larger work Sound Chants that explores the influence of non-Western folk traditions on contemporary vocal music. Written by Canadian composer Sid Rabinovich, Ta Tiki Te is mostly chanted on different pitch levels throughout the vocal range. You'll hear a simple Phrygian melody chanted first by the sopranos and then shared throughout the choir. What's most interesting, however, are the rhythmic variations explored throughout the piece, which are presented in a contemporary fashion, almost as if you were listening to the Franciscan monks sing disco.
Ta
Yearnings was commissioned by the Cambridge High School Music Department in Cambridge, Ohio, in memory of Mary Nauer, who perished in a car accident while on her way home from a school event. Miss Nauer was a valued member of the choir. The text of Yearnings by Mary Kay Bowell reminds us that life is both precious and fleeting, as it recalls simple pleasures like walking through the woods and the scent of autumn air and the warmth of warm summer sun. The most poignant words, however, come at the end of the song with the statement, "Oh, for a chance to sing my song once more before I go."